Mayor King,
Present.
Commissioner Darden, Commissioner Harris,
Here.
Commissioner House,
Yes, here.
Commissioner Nichols,
Here.
Commissioner Reddish,
Here.
Commissioner Townsend.
Here.
All right, if y'all still please rise for invocation. Attorney Bobby Coochie is going to give it for us, please. Our Father,
who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever. Amen.
Chief.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'd like to welcome everyone tonight to the meeting. We'd like to say a special welcome to our new Chamber of Commerce President, Mr. Dale Keith. We appreciate you attending tonight. Thank you for coming. Don't know who he is, but we're glad he's here. All right, everyone had a chance to read the minutes.
Move to approve.
We got a motion for approval of minutes by Commissioner Harris. Got a second? Second, Mr. Reddish. Any discussions? Hearing none, Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Reddish,
Yes.
Commissioner Harris,
Yes.
Commissioner Townsend,
Yes.
Commissioner House,
Yes.
Commissioner Nichols.
Here.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. New business. Miss Miranda Wilson. Is she here tonight? Will you step forward? For y'all that don't know, this is Miranda Wilson. She had a French project that she had to do. And in her French project, she went home and for whatever her project was, she baked a cake. And it was put on Facebook, and she baked a cake that looks like the fountain over by the depot. Had it all decorated up, looking like the fountain, and that's what your project was. Anything else you want to say about the project? No? Okay. All right. Well, Ms. Wilson, on behalf of the City of Jesup, I want to thank you for your creativity and support and appreciation that you have shown towards the City of Jesup. It is rewarding to see community members such as yourself pay homage to the city in such an imaginative way. We would like to award you with this certificate as a small way to publicly recognize you and show your appreciation. So we have a couple of things for you here. Come up here, please. Right there. And
Yeah, if you put
okay.
over your face.
That's what we should have done. You know, let's turn that way, Derb.
Yeah, that'll work.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. We appreciate it. Thank you. All righty. Next thing for new business. Pastor Mike. You want to address the council?
Good evening, gentlemen. Thank everybody doing today. With your permission, I would like to pass out something to everybody and
Sure.
give you a copy of what I have.
Sure.
Mr. Dolan, can somebody give him his copy?
Yeah, you can put it right there. That's what stuff right there.
First, I want to say thank you for allowing me to be on the agenda tonight. Thank you kindly. I approached the County Commissioner Board some time ago concerning the resurfacing of the pavement of Poplar Street. But tonight, I want to talk about the resurfacing of that street also, and I want to talk about trying to clean it up some. What you all have in your hands is pictures of Poplar Street. Some time ago, I invited, I think it was Mr. Townsend, the city manager, to come down to Poplar Street and for you to see what I see. I want to make sure that we all seeing the same thing. These pictures that you're seeing are pictures of Poplar Street. The first picture you see I have on there is Elizabeth Smith's name. She is the one that lives in the house right behind Country Corner Store. If you look at that picture, there is no drainage. She's been battling this for years. All the water from the store, parking lot, and the streets run to her yard. There's no drainage. If you look at it, there's no drainage. So she would like for someone she asked me to address that issue about her house. And if you look at the next picture, I talked with the county commissioner, and he said that he was going to get the prisoners to come and clean the ditch up right along the side of the church there. This is what it is. We've been trying to get that done for God knows how long now. I haven't even seen the prisoners come on Poplar Street to do no work. So we would like, our person would like, and the community would like to have that ditch cleaned up. The next picture you will see the sidewalk. I mentioned this in the county commissioner's office meeting. The grass is almost completely covered the sidewalks. This is Poplar Street. I said it then, I say it now. Poplar Street is getting ready. It's not one of the most major streets in that area. Because if you look at it, if you should have Johnson connection should have any kind of problems. And we're getting ready, hopefully, to put a new school down 4th Street Extension. Ladies and gentlemen, they're going to have to come down Poplar Street. And I would not want no one to come down Poplar Street the way it looks now. It's a reflection on all of us. It's a reflection on Wayne County, on Jesup. The next one, we've been battling this one. This is the one that I've talked to Georgia Power. I've talked to the cable people. I've talked to the telephone folks. Everybody is shifting the blame. Who's supposed to keep all of these limbs off of the wires? And if you look at it, all you got to do is come to the Country Corner Store and look down the road. All of these trees are hanging over the wires. And I sat at the church just last week alone. And I'm sitting there, and all the city vehicles is coming down Poplar Street. Nobody can help but see it. Nobody can help but see the condition of the road. This truck that cuts the limbs, it came down there 4 times within 4 hours. Let me, someone should ask the question, why can't we clean these wires up? This tree right here is sticking out halfway across the highway of Poplar Street. That don't look good. Next one. Same story. I talked to Georgia Power. They say it's not none of theirs. Here you see all of those vines running on those wires. From one end of the street now to the other end of the street. Across the street. Nobody wants to take the blame. Who's responsible for it? Someone must be responsible for it, because in other areas of Jesup, you don't see this. I want Poplar Street to look just as good as other streets. Now, there's another situation I want to what's in my mind. It is so dark on Poplar Street. You only have one street light, really, on Poplar Street. We need some more lighting on that street. A lot of deviant activity go on because it's so dark. I think that it would be nice if we could put more street lights on Poplar Street. You really only have one light. When I'm talking about between 4th Street and 1st Street, or 8-4, I'm gonna call it. You only have really only one street light for that whole stretch. That's no good. We have a lot of deviant activity in that area, and I know it, and the law enforcement know it. I've talked to law officers. They'll come on that street late at night. They can't even chase nobody down, really. You know why? Because it's too dark. So what I'm just asking, can we get some more lighting on Poplar Street? This next to the last one. I said, Commissioner Darden said in the last commission meeting, in this meeting, that Poplar Street and 4th Street need speed bumps. And I said at the county commission meeting, we don't need speed bumps because we got enough holes in the road. We got enough holes. I said it then, I say it now. We have enough holes. This is proof. This is just one area of the street that got holes in the road. There are many more areas on the stretch of Poplar Street. All I'm asking is that, can we have this fixed? And the last one. This is the if you go further, the last road on Poplar Street, the last house on Poplar Street is where Carolyn Lewis lives. They've been fixing on this spot for the last 4 or 5 years. And she said to me that they come once every 6 months and patch this hole up here. And that's not good in the area. All I'm saying is, I want to see, I've said it in the county mission, I'm still going to say it now. If we have to shut the street down for one day, I'm talking to different people in the community. We can work together and clean the street up. That is what I'm asking you all to do. Now I have with me tonight Mr. Ernest Spellman. He's one of the long-term people that have been living on Poplar Street longer than me. I've been on it 50 years. He's been on longer than me. And if with your permission, I think you want to say something. Matter there.
Mr. Swint has said we got issues over there, and it's not hard to see. All you gotta do is ride through the landscape. We just kind of want some help, and I mean, community is coming up, but it's a lot of things that's being left undone. The park over there on my street, on Garbage Street, it don't have anything, actually grass get cut every so often, but just for us upkeeping the equipment for the kids to play, you don't want your kids to play on some of that stuff because it's dangerous. And there's a lot of trees hanging over the road on 5th Street there, and it's just, and so often they fall onto the street. It's luckily nobody walks through there when it happens. But it just stuff like that need to be looking at. Potholes in a lot of places. My street, it's been paved some years ago, but now it's on Green Street. The grass is growing through the asphalt, so it's deteriorating down to the end. So things like that. I mean, just everyday things. And paying taxes, and I pay a lot of taxes. A lot of taxes. And I just would like to see some things done over there. So it won't be such a rundown condition because, like he said, it helps the city and it makes it more livable and desirable. And I'm proud of my area. I love it over there. And people, they use it for a dump, go over there and dump tires and stuff all down around the road. And it's humiliating to me to see it. If I had a place to dump them, I'd pick them up myself and carry them somewhere. But you got to pay to dump tires. But they ain't my tires. But people come over there and put tires off, sofas, and the whole, anytime a little road or something, they just throw the stuff a dump over there. It's not a dump, that's my home over in that area.
Yeah.
And it's just things like that we just concerned about. And I'm glad he wanted to do something about it, because I've been saying I'm gonna do something about it, but I never did. But he manned up and he come and put his name on the book, and so I'm here with it. Thank you.
I appreciate it, Mr. Spelman.
Thank you.
Brother Swint?
I'm just asking a question. Is there a timeline on the resurfacing of the pavement of the street?
Is that?
Well, I think what we need to do is, and you spoke to the county commissioners at the last meeting.
Yes, sir.
And the mayor and I were there. We're working with them to try to take that as their project and pave it. And if that works, it'll be perfect. We can get it paved a lot quicker. We have our money allotted for paving. We've kind of booked it up for the last 2 years on one street it's an industrial street. And we're trying to get it totally refixed so it'll drain. And it's in front of a bunch of offices that people go there every day. It's a highly traveled street. And it will be probably a year before we have any other money allotted for paving. So if we can piggyback with the county and they come in and pave that street, it will be a plus for us, a plus for them, a plus for y'all, and we get it paved much earlier. Now, some of the trees, we can't touch those lines. My employees cannot touch those lines. It should be a contractor, and the name of the company is Ashton.
I see them every day come by the
Yeah.
courthouse.
But they're assigned to a certain area, and it is Georgia Power's job.
Yeah.
I mean, I talked to Jody Powell. He told me to bring it to you all.
You talked to Collie?
I talked to Colin. Colin told me bring it to the city.
I'll call Collie.
Yeah, we can call them. That's no problem.
I'll talk to Collie.
But
We need to get that taken care
Yeah.
of. We need to.
you do, you know, I've looked at the situation over. We do need to get that sidewalk clean. And we clean them from time to time. We have other issues that we really deal with a lot more. But you're right, it does need fixing. Your road needs fixing. And you know, you and I work together.
Yeah, I know it.
I talk to you about every Monday morning. And we've done some things for you.
Yes, sir.
And you
Yes,
have
sir.
definitely done some things to improve that churchyard.
Yes, sir.
And I appreciate that, and I'm sure the whole council
I
does.
appreciate everybody. I thank you.
It's good to see
Yes, ma'am.
somebody taking pride.
Sir, I admire you for coming forward and letting us know what's going on in your neighborhood.
Yes, ma'am.
If more citizens would take that initiative, it would make us city commissioners a lot easier to know what we need to do.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm all for helping you.
Thank you. I
And
appreciate it.
and like I said, I'll talk to Collie tomorrow and ask him about those two things. I mean, I know the light line with the vines and all growing on it. I know.
And be honest with you, I know I'm gonna go on with somebody that come up, but there are other trees that has power on them that's coming from other people's houses. That's going to the power lines also, and they covered up too.
Yeah, that's a power company.
Yeah, power, yeah.
But I thank y'all for listening to me. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
We still have access to the prisoner work. We have one.
Yeah.
We can't get them over there one day to clean that up.
Sure. Let's get them lined up and do it. I mean, you know, we keep
Well,
it
you
busy.
work with him and let him know what.
Oh, we've been working together.
Yeah. Thank you for what you're doing. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Mike. All right, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Deal. All right, water line extension on South Palm, Mr. Dan?
Good evening, Commissioners, Mayor. The Water Department would like to put a proposal and have bids put out for a water line extension. The water line is, to finish up the line going down South Palm. It'll go from the Sunset Boulevard all the way to In Touch Ministries. I'd like to have an 8-inch line put in there. We've got a 6-inch line that dead ends at In Touch Ministries there. The line itself is approximately 3,700 feet, and the estimated cost is about $110,000. Now, doing this line will enhance the fire protection for North and South Deborah Circle, Purser Drive. It'll help out if there's any fire problems there at In Touch Ministries. Plus, it'll help out Quarterstone Church, because they'll be able to get fire on both sides. The Jesup Lodge, also the Fun Place, and also it'll really help out the Wild Ridge Apartments, since they only got one line coming in through the front. And this line going down South Palm would really enhance water protection for those businesses.
We discussed that when we put that line down to the church. And at that time, Dan took his crew out there and did all the work. But that's a major undertaking for these guys.
How far does it come up from the other way, from the downtown side?
It goes all the way to the church.
Two goes to the church and dead ends
Okay.
at the church. That's a 6-inch line.
All right, so
I'm
that's
proposing-
where it ends, we don't have anything coming from Sunset?
No.
Oh, okay.
And we're proposing the 8-inch line for more volume, water volume to come up.
You gonna tie in the 8-inch to the
It's
6?
6-inch, right. So the 8-inch will be coming in from Sunset.
And for water quality,
Right.
and Dan can tell you, and he might want to talk about it a little bit. All those lines need to be looped, so it flows. If you get water backed up and it's the church and they might not use it for a week before next Sunday.
Right.
It feels-
Right now, they're not hooked up to the water, but they will be, fairly soon, since they helped pay for the first water line.
So they're not hooked up to city water right now?
No, not right now.
Yeah,
They will be soon. If they ever go to start drinking it, we'd have to probably flush that line. We'll have to put an automatic flusher on it to keep the water fresh. Going out that far, but having it looped in, we won't have that problem.
But everybody else in that area, they're on city water? Dale's Club?
Yeah, they're coming on a 12-inch line off of 301.
Okay.
And this line going in the back will help the fire department have, if they have a major fire there, they'll be able to come in through the back way, and hook up hoses and stuff like that if they ever have. And especially Wild Ridge Apartments. They only got one 6-inch line coming in. They got 2 hydrants, one in the front and one in the middle. And when you start hooking up a bunch of hoses to just a 6-inch line, you just don't have enough pressure there to fight. And there's a lot of apartments there. They did have a major fire.
Was this project, was this a budget item?
It is, well, he has money in the budget for line extension. And we talked about it the last time, and we felt like that we didn't need to, but he can do it all over the place. But we do have money in the budget for line extension. And we decided that we wanted to wait a while on this second line, and he's just examined his budget, and he finds he's got a little extra money, so it's a good time to do it. There's never a good time to just.
And that estimate was just thrown out there. I don't know how hungry contractors are, but, everybody's looking for work. So I imagine we can probably get done a little cheaper.
Okay. So you gonna present?
What you're asking is to let it bid?
Yeah.
Right, if I can go out there and let it go out and bid it.
Move to approve.
Well, you have a lot of wooded area out there, and if fire broke out in that, it would really be a problem
Right. But
without water.
Yeah, but I think the major one is at Wild Ridge Apartments.
Yeah.
Because they got quite a few, and they go from 301 right to the South Palm.
Got a motion by Commissioner House, a second by Commissioner Townsend. Any other discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Harris,
Yes.
Commissioner Townsend,
Yes.
Commissioner House,
Yes.
Commissioner Nichols,
Yes.
Commissioner Reddy.
Yes.
Did I do
Thank
it right?
If we don't want to do it, we can say no next.
Next item with the city manager, Mr. Jim.
The only thing I want to mention, Commissioner Harris might want to talk a little bit about it. We had our first comp plan meeting, and this is probably, we started in 94, generating that comp plan, and we've had a meeting every 10 years, so this is, well, actually, we had more than that. We've had 5, I think. and I've been in all 5 of those meetings, and we, got scolded last time we did this plan because we didn't have enough community input. And, we worked with the county and with the city of Scriven. I know Janet made a lot of phone calls, and we filled up this room for our initial meeting. We had standing room only crowd. Derby was here. Nicole was here. Several in the audience was here. But I'm proud of the group that we had at that meeting to look for a vision and look forward to a plan where we can make this a better community. And I encourage you, you'll be notified for the next meeting. The next meeting is a public hearing to be held here next Tuesday night at 7. And I encourage you to come. That's not one of the most important meetings, but it's just to get a little input. And then we'll go on with our plan and our discussion. Later on, we'll probably have about 4 or 5 more meetings. But they're scheduled for this room, and we're going to do some extra chairs. And if we get too many people for this room, we've been promised a room out at the college. So that would be a good thing if we have to move it to the college. But it's your plan. We're having it here with the city, and I was quoted several times in the paper, but it's not a city plan. It's a community plan. The county actually takes a lead role in this and does most of the advertising or whatever, and they will be very much involved in this plan. But it's our plan, it's a community plan, it's a city of Jesup plan, city of Scriven plan, city of Odom plan, and the Wayne County plan. So I look for a big crowd next time, and maybe we can discuss some issues to take us forward for the next 10 years. Nick, you want to add anything?
Just like what, I just concur with what you said, is that, this is the plan for the community of Wayne County and the surrounding area here for the next 20 years. So if you want to have a say-so in what happens and what direction we take, come voice your opinion. And in our meeting the other day, there was a lot of opinions, a lot of people spoke, and there'll be the next meetings, it'll go through August, will be more of that, what direction we go in. And, we'll have people like the Chamber of Tourism, community members, everybody's got an equal say. So I encourage people to come because, if we don't know where we're going, we sure don't know how to get there.
Anything else, Mr. Dill?
That's all.
Mr. Rich? Mr. Harris?
I'm good.
Mr. Townsend?
Our garbage truck had, I don't think we talked about, what's our backup on the garbage truck?
We got a backup truck, and we're good to go if it's not.
If it's not talking.
Let
me ask you, do we need to upgrade, does that truck need to be upgraded for something newer, or is it something this council needs to be concerned with? Because I know it was just late the other day, but it just bothers me because I've told you several times about garbage and trash. That's 2 things we can't let go. We can't, it's got to be picked up. So I know in the past we've been able to pick up from bags and nearby places to help us. So I was wondering if we could independently take care of ourselves.
We do have a good backup plan, but sometimes it fails also. But you will see one in the new budget.
I was about to say, we got budget time, we're gonna start budget time earlier this year.
Yeah.
And planning on that and what we do with recycling. There's several things in that area we need to address.
There's one other thing. I don't know where anybody's been out to the recycling plant. All-Greens building. I'm gonna tell you, that's a mess out there. I didn't realize that. Somebody told me, and I just went out there and went in and looked. They worse than we ever been. They got furniture, they got this and stuff that they pulled out, and it's just stacked out there. You don't see it, but why aren't we letting them do that? I mean, they won't move it, apparently, because it's all stacked up in there. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
What do y'all think about about and get them to address, or is that something I'm just seeing that,
Now, they claimed that they had a bunch stored out there
yeah, they did.
waiting to take it down, but they cleaned some. I haven't, the last time I looked at it, it was
I know,
in better shape.
yeah, but if we clean and they out there, we ought to make them do it better than we do, you know what I
Well,
mean?
maybe I shouldn't even say this, but this is one of the issues you come up with when you contract people out to do your job. Well, I'm gonna stop right there.
I think
But don't stop there.
They can't do it.
Don't stop there, keep it right on going.
we need to do a good job. We need to see what they do, and they need to stay in full contract,
Yeah.
whatever.
Can't nobody do it like a private contractor, I'll tell you. The city can't do it like a private contractor. Can't do it as cheap. Also, we can do it a lot better.
I agree, Mr. Townsend, and there's some,
That's just small
Yeah.
stuff, but it's just stuff that I see, and
Yeah.
I think some of our citizens see some of this stuff. I just think if we can block it and do something about it now, it just may save some questions down the road.
all right,
That's all I have.
thanks, sir. Commissioner House?
I've been keeping up with the 170, where anybody can
House Bill 170.
send it, have they acted?
I sent you an email today.
Yeah.
I didn't get it till 5 o'clock.
Yeah, I
But,
haven't.
it's out of committee. Basically, they're not gonna touch our portion up to $3.29, 39. And then we don't get anything after that. And they're gonna put a 24 cents, the Senate's version, 24 cents excise tax. Plus $25 fee when you get your tag,